Good morning everyone, welcome back to Slick's Car Care, and we have got a fully packed week on this one car. So we have this Ford Mondeo Vignale, which I've never heard of before, but it's their, Ford's top of the range cars basically. So this car is in for the Ceramic Pro Platinum package and all four wheels to be refurbished as well. So the Platinum package is a 2-stage paint correction, 5 layers of Ceramic Pro 9H, 1 layer of Ceramic Pro top coat, all the arches and suspension components coated in Ceramic Pro Strong, wheels coated front and back in Ceramic Pro wheel and caliper, and also the calipers too, all the glass coated, the interior coated. It's having the whole shebang. It's going to be like a brand new car when it leaves. It's currently got 25,000 miles on it on a 17 plate. So we should be able to see a nice before and after and make a real difference to the aesthetic of this car. So first I'll show you around the car, and then the next job for us is to get the wheels off. It's already prepped and washed, and then we can take the wheels off to the wheel specialist in Wigston to get those sorted as we prep the underbody. So let's get on with that. So before we even start this video, I'm going to ask you just to scroll down a tiny bit and press that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. If you're already subscribed, thank you very much, but I'd also very much appreciate a like on the video too. So the first job on this Ford Mondeo Vignale was getting the wheels off. Originally the customer only wanted one real wheel refurb, but as we washed the car we noticed corrosion on the chrome on the other 3 as well, along with the curb mark on the original one, so we opted just to take them all down for refurb, and we went for a standard kind of Ford silver, as it'd be a more durable finish. And a little bit cheaper as well. So once those were off, I shipped those down to the wheel specialist, and Joe was tackling the cleanup on the wheel arches and suspension components. Now, one thing that we noticed when we pulled the wheels off is the calipers were looking a little bit rough, so after speaking to the customer we opted to paint these in a gunmetal grey to match the paintwork, just using brush paints. As they're a textured caliper, it's not essential to have a perfectly smooth finish, so brush paint is more than enough. So once the calipers are dry and the wheel arches are cleaned out, the next job on this Mondeo was coating the wheel arches. Now there's 2 ways we could do this. We could wipe it on or spray it on. Spraying it on gives a much more even application, much quicker, and also helps access the areas which are less accessible easier. So that's what we opted to do. So you can see the condition of the paintwork on this car wasn't amazing, but at the same time it is a 4-year-old car with 25,000 miles on it, so you can't expect it to be really. But this car was in for a 2-stage paint correction, so that allows us to break the polishing down to a cutting stage and a refine stage, meaning we can remove more defects and obtain a higher gloss. So cutting is the first stage, so we're using a wool pad, I believe it's a Lake Country one, with Angel Wax Redemption, I think it is, might be Resurrection. Anyway, it begins with an R, and it's their heavy cutting compound, and you can see the difference in the finish is night and day from the previous clip. this car was, didn't hide any shocking stories or anything like that particularly, apart from one small smart repair. But it was just a case really of working around doing the cutting as efficiently as possible really. It was actually quite nice paintwork to work with, so it was quite a refreshing car to cut. Normally refining's the easier stage, but this time I'd say it was the cutting. So once the dusty cutting stages are complete, we then prepare the engine bay ready for coating, and allow the dressing to soak into the areas that we won't be able to access, ready for the coating to be applied over the top. Then it was just a case of working around the car again, refining the paintwork, working through any marring that we may have caused by the cutting stages, and just finishing off that paintwork to our high gloss finish. We want to make sure as well that the finish we're achieving is the true finish, so once the polish oils are removed, using a panel wipe we can inspect the paintwork properly to make sure there's no marring left and also no slightly deeper scratches left in the paintwork. And as you can see, it's looking outstanding, it's got no swirling, no marks so to speak of, so yeah, very very happy with the result on this one. As always, the gloss blacks are looking tired. They're a very high wearing area and also very soft, so they always need sorting out properly to get them looking good. But once they've been polished over and refined, you can see again they're looking as they should. Probably better than the day that came out the showroom. So now it's just preparing the car for coating. The car's having 5 layers applied, not including the nano primer and not including the top coat. So that's 5 layers of 9H. We do this by going each panel individually, applying the 5 layers and then removing, potentially with a mist of water also to help the ease of removal basically. Right, so all 5 layers of 9H are now on the Mondeo. I've got to run off now to the wheel specialist and go and pick up the wheels that we sent off for refurb. And while I'm doing that, Joe is going to start prepping the interior ready for coatings. So the jobs that we've got left to do when the wheels come back, they will be coated, the calipers need to be coated, the glass needs to be coated, the top coat needs to go on, and the interior needs a full deep clean and coating as well. I don't know if I already said that. Might have said it twice. Anyway, so yeah, that's about everything that's left to do on the Mondeo and all the finishing touches as normal. So let's get on with it. So first job is cleaning up the mats. We do this just with an interior APC and multiple brushes and then just extracting it. And then wait for this to dry and then the waterproofer can be applied to the carpeted areas of the car. Next up is the leather. Your leather should never look shiny. I don't know how clear this is for you guys at home. There's a distinct line down the middle of this armrest. On the left we've cleaned it, on the right we haven't. So you can see on the left is how your leather should look and on the right is how it shouldn't look. So once all the interior is cleaned out, it's just a case of applying all the individual coatings, so the leather coating, the plastic coatings and the fabric coatings to ensure it's going to stay looking that good for the future as well. Once that's done, the wheels are coated. As they're freshly back from refurb, they don't need much doing. It's just a case of a panel wipe and then applying wheel and caliper straight to them. Once it's dry, we can refit into the car. Also, the calipers needed doing too. Obviously, it's been a few days now since these were painted, so these are fine to coat. Wouldn't be a problem. So the final jobs are spraying the waterproofer onto the mats. Then we're going to refit the wheels, and then just going around doing all the little finishing touches, ready for the car to be collected. So now all the finishing touches on the Mondeo are done. The only thing left to do is apply the final layer of coating, which is Ceramic Pro Top Coat. And as always, we apply this through a spray gun. If you haven't seen how we do this before and you want a better explanation, why not go and check out some of our previous videos. We've done about, getting on for 30 of these detailer diary videos, and I'm sure there'll be some other ones that will interest you out there. And there we have it. That is the end of the Mondeo Vignale details. That's the Ceramic Pro Platinum package. That's the top package that we offer, along with the real wheel refurb and the brake calipers painted as well. And the difference is night and day from when the car got here. So I'm going to show you some finished clips of the car now in the outro. But before I go, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Please smash the like button, and we shall catch you next Sunday at 6 PM. Thank you very much.